Hello everyone, and today in this video we are going to discuss the fourth aphorism of Organon of Medicine series in detail. I am Dr. Samina and welcome to my channel Homeopathy World. If you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get the notification on my latest updates. So let's get right into the video. So the fourth aphorism is, he is likewise a preserver of health if he knows the things that derange health and cause disease and how to remove them from persons in health. In this aphorism, Hahnemann is talking about the important aspect of natural medicine and philosophy as well as the conventional medicine, which is the preventive healthcare system. While in the third aphorism, he discussed the knowledge that a physician must have to treat the sick. If you haven't seen the third aphorism video, you can click on the I button on the right hand of your screen and go to the explanation of third aphorism in detail. And here we are going to discuss the fourth aphorism. In fourth aphorism, Hahnemann discusses the role of the physician in preventing sickness in the patients and preventive healthcare system. Preventive healthcare aims to promote, protect and maintain health and well-being of the patients by preventing disease in the first place. Here, Hahnemann says that health can be preserved if the physician knows the factors that derange health, how to remove them while a person is healthy. Removing these factors is also important when the disease has taken its hold, as they may be maintaining the disease state. And without the removal of these things, the healing process may be obstructed. The scope of medicine has expanded during the last few decades only to include not only health problems of the individual but also of the community and population in general. Now let us come back to understanding the fourth aphorism from the homeopathic point of view. I will repeat the fourth aphorism again. He is likewise a preserver of health if he knows the things that derange health and cause disease and how to remove them from persons in health. In this aphorism, Dr. Hahnemann states that apart from being the person who treats the diseased individual, a physician should also be a preserver of health. And he can work as a preserver of health if he knows about things that derange health, things that cause disease, and the methods to remove such thing or factors from person in health. Now most people try to memorize this one-line aphorism and are not able to appreciate the difference between deranged health and cause of the disease. But there is a lot of difference in these two words. The factors that derange health, these include the primary causative factors which decrease our vitality and predispose us to disease state. Now there can be a variety of factors that can derange our vital force, like mental and emotional factors, like unnecessary mental stress due to studies, worries, exposure to too much violence or through social media, heartbreak, exposure to family violence, separation or divorce or death of a loved one, suppressed anger or emotions, physical or psychological abuse, harassment, shock. As well as physical factors like unusual physical strain, stress or trauma, and environmental factors like exposure to heat, cold, damp and dry atmosphere or changes in the environment. Social factors like unhygienic surroundings, food adulterations, pollution or low socioeconomic status, bad habits like unhealthy diet, lack of exercise, irregular sleep patterns, addictions, suppressive medicine, steroids or treatment of any kind. All these factors can decrease the vitality of a person and predispose him or her to a variety of disease conditions. Usually, the disease starts as occasional acute and then becomes frequent acute, and then the disease moves to some chronic state. So we can list the factors that can cause the disease as microbes, virus, bacteria, parasites. These are all the factors that cause the disease. in nearly all the acute cases and a huge population of chronic cases too. And factors that derange health can work as the factors that cause the disease in many chronic disease conditions, which are not always dependent upon the microbes. Now, how do we remove such factors from the persons in health? We know what are the things that derange health, and now we know what are the things that cause the disease in a healthy individual. But knowledge on how to remove these factors from a person in health is also very important. The knowledge of what predisposes a human being to sickness helps a physician to guide his patients and the people around him to remain healthy. A physician is not just supposed to treat a sick patient, but he is also responsible for giving such advice to his patient by which they can maintain their optimum level of health. And hence, he can work as a preserver of health. A physician should be able to find out the cause of the disease, that is the deranged vitality of his patients. And apart from giving the correct simillimum, he should be able to tell them the measures on how to remove the cause and how to remain fit and healthy. And most of the times this can be done by his knowledge of balanced diet, nutrition, exercise, personal and public hygiene, cause of the disease, their control and prevention, and also knowledge of psychology. But above all, he should have the true passion for curing the suffering mankind. In this aphorism, Dr. Hahnemann instructs us that being a doctor does not mean only to treat the diseased individual, but a physician should take a responsibility to help society in preserving health. Physicians should have knowledge of preventive as well as social medicine and also have knowledge of exciting and maintaining factors. He should be aware those who are in the state of health about things which can bring deviation from the state of health. For example, hygiene, diet, exercise, miasms, stress, etc. So, not only are physicians supposed to cure their patients, a physician is also supposed to remove the factors that can cause disease. In real essence, the physician should be a healer, and restoration and preservation of the health and vitality is his responsibility. So both restoration and preservation of health and vitality need to be addressed when healing is the main goal. The focus are for the person to be restored to health and to stay as healthy as possible once the health is restored. So once the health is restored and the patient is cured, the patient should not relapse into the disease state or into the addictions, and that can be done by preservation of the health and vitality of the patient. So a physician, a homeopathic physician or a homeopathic practitioner is a healer and not just supposed to help the sick to heal. He or she is responsible for giving proper advice to his or her patients by which they can maintain their optimum level of health and vitality and also restore their health and preserve it for a longer period of time. And therefore he says that a homeopathic practitioner is preserver of health. I hope you understood the aphorism. If you have any doubts regarding any particular topic in Organon of medicine, you can mention in the comment section below and I will make sure that I answer all your questions. Thank you so much.